All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. So, excuse me. Let me clear my throat. So I'm going to be doing a collective reading. So if someone has a question, if you have a question, you have, I'm taking super chat questions. So all you have to do is send your question with a super chat and then I'll answer it for you. I'm only going to be on until 3 p.m. Eastern time because that's when my lunch break ends. So I'm going to just get started right now. Okay, let me put something in the chat too. Okay. Let me go here. And then let me mute that. So, hey, FinTube. I hope you have a great day too. So, I'm going to take super chat questions for anyone who, sends a super chat. But then I'm going to do a collective reading. All right. So, I just got to put this, go into this live stream right now to put that note, that pinned comment. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Okay, I'm gonna put this in the. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to put this pin comment. I should have done this before, but okay, I'm gonna put it in. Pin it. Okay. So I'm going into the Life Happens deck. So if anybody has a question, just send a super chat and I'll read your question. But I'm gonna be here until 3 p.m. Eastern time. And but let's do a collective read. This read is for the collective. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far. Let's see, what does the collective need to know at this time for the highest and greatest good? Actually want to go into a different deck right now. Revealing the truth. Let's see what truths you need to know at this time. Let's see, what does the collective need to know at this time for the highest and greatest good? Divine intervention. Break up and change. Okay, some of you, it's interesting. Some of you may have been like something happened. It was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. It was divine intervention. Some of you may have had something that caused, serendipity. It could be divine intervention, could be something wonderful that happened and it was meant to be, it was kismet. It was a catalyst to cause some sort of change within you. For some of you, it could be involving a breakup, a breakup. A breakup could be a breakup within a relationship, a breakup with a contract, like a dissolution of a contract popped up. But this is allowing and creating space for some sort of change, some sort of transformation, for something new to come in, something to be revitalized, or even something new to come in, just something new with newborn transformation, newborn evolution. Some of you may have felt trapped in a specific situation and it's like you broke free and it was some sort of catalyst that broke you free from whatever you may have been trapped in, whether it was a contract, it could have been a relationship, or it could be a lease, it could be something. that you felt like it was beyond your control, but it's like something happens, but it works out in your favor because it's going to free you up. It's going to allow you to transform, to change, to evolve, to ascend, to move on to something bigger, better things for yourself. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that, especially if you were if you were invested in something and it happens unexpectedly, like a tower moment. But, you know, some things are meant to happen the way they're meant to happen. So, sometimes breakups and when it comes to relationships. Okay. Thank you, Kasturi. Thank you so much. So, some sort of change it could be coming from the situation itself, because if you're ended a relationship, any questions you have to send a super chat to have a question answered. Okay, so with breakup, yeah. You know, sometimes when you have your relationship ends, well, I've heard about this. Sometimes you don't know what you have until it's gone. Somebody, like maybe a breakup is what's acting as a catalyst of change for someone too. But sometimes a breakup could be a catalyst for change within yourself. You know, you having a certain realization or understanding. Okay. So what is this divine intervention? Could be about some sort of communication information you received out of nowhere. Strength. Some of you may have, I don't know, some sort of inspiration came to you that gave you the strength to move on from something. Move on to free yourself from something. Some of you may have freed yourself from a situation. You know, this is like divine intervention. This is something that needed to happen. It was much needed. Tower. Didn't I say the breakup, a tower moment? The tower. Whatever it was, whatever you were doing, and it doesn't have to be even about a relationship. Whatever you were doing, it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. So it needed to break up. It needed to fall apart. You know, because whatever the situation was, regardless if it was work, a relationship, a contract, a lease, wherever you were living, you had to break something. You weren't feeling good. You were not happy in that situation. You felt unsatisfied. You felt possibly emotionally neglected. You felt detached or disconnected from whatever the situation is. You know, hi, Charlene. How are you? Hi, Kum Kum. The change. Some of you realized that whatever you were dealing with was not up to par. You know, you were like, F this shit. I deserve better. I deserve better. I'm the Queen of Wands. You know, I deserve better and I could get better. I could manifest better. I could create better. I can experience better. I don't have to settle for anything less. However that resonates. Like if you were living in a horrible apartment building and you were able to break your lease. If you were in a horrible relationship, you were able to break that apart. You know, be inspired or have the sudden inspiration or the strength to finally move forward because you were putting yourself first. With the Ace of Cups showing up, you were like, no, if you're not going to fulfill my cup, I'm going to fill it myself. Or you could be like, I want something better. I know that there's something better out there for me with whatever situation this is, because it doesn't only have to be about love, because you could be unhappy, dissatisfied, or become detached from situations, from your home environment, from a job, a company, however it resonates. But you're like, yeah, I could get better. I could find better. I could start over. And where I feel more fulfilled. But this is about you choosing yourself. And some of you could be feeling like something may have happened, but in a good way, that made you realize, like, I don't have to deal with this, whatever this is, you know, I don't have to feel trapped. I could break free from it. I could free myself from whatever this is that's causing me to feel unhappy, or it has brought in a lot of drama. It has been stressful, and I'm trying my best to keep it together, but still the shit is falling apart. you're realizing, yeah, sometimes you had to cut your losses and push forward. Yeah, you may have invested some time, may have invested some money, but you know what is you have to make the decision. It may have been a very hard decision to make, but it was one that you know would benefit you and will free you from whatever this breakup situation is. This is about you putting yourself first, fulfilling yourself, loving yourself, and wanting better. Something that will have you overflowing with happy emotions, with joy, you know, or even pursuing things that bring more joy into your life, you know? So I'm going to end that reading there. I have somebody who has a question. I'm going to answer it right now. They said whatever comes out, so whatever comes out. Yes, I remember you, Stephanie. I remember. Oh my gosh, they should have came to Artemis Oracle. Congratulations. I'm glad you did well and you passed your class. That's awesome. Yes, Charlene. Okay, so I know Kasturi wants to see whatever comes out. Let's see whatever comes out for Kasturi. Whatever comes out for Kasturi. What does Kasturi need to know? What does Kasturi need to know? Wow. Okay, Kasturi. You got the Two of Cups, and this is like a really nice card to get, especially if you are dealing with somebody. It could be a friend, it could be someone that you feel really connected to emotionally. This you could be meeting somebody new, somebody that you feel they may be different from you, but they could also align with you. Like they have similarities. You may come from different places, different cultures, which is what they usually say about the Two of Cups. But it could be that this person, you and them somehow create a bond. You connect in an emotional level to each other. You may feel like whoever this person may be, because I feel like it's kind of like a love, but it could be a job opportunity that comes to you that is going to free you up. It's going to liberate you. It could be something new that you're starting, but it could also be a brand new relationship, a brand new person that you're meeting. Full is Aries and Aquarius energy, but then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So if it's like, you could be meeting somebody who's an earth sign. I don't know if you're feminine or masculine. So the earth side could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So you could possibly be meeting somebody like that, or it could be someone that has money that may be offering you some sort of position that, that's tied to money. It could be a job opportunity that could be coming in that's going to free you or liberate you, may provide you financial security, stability. But it could, if it's a relationship, it's looking like you could possibly be meeting somebody that may be wealthy, may be well established, may have their own business. It doesn't necessarily have to be a feminine figure because it says the Queen of Pentacles, but it could just simply be somebody who is well established and has, a very stable, they could also be a very grounded type of person too. Somebody that nurtures and cares for what they love and what they value. It could be someone that values you and will appreciate you. So this is what I'm getting for you, Kasturi. I hope you like that reading. And thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. I can't tell. It could be a new person. This is for you to know. I gave you the signs, I gave you and you gave me 2 pounds. So I'm not going to do like a full on spread. So yeah, it's, I do see the 7 of Wands in the bottom. So if there's somebody that you blocked or blocked you, it could be that person. I'll say that much. Okay, so take that as how it resonates to you. But that's what I'm getting for your Kasturi. Oh, let me see. It's Stephanie. Okay. could be a past connection, Kasturi. With that Seven of Wands, it could be somebody from the past. It's someone that's blocked. Hopefully you don't have anything blocking you from meeting somebody new or from a new opportunity that may be coming your way. Oh, I'm just so glad that you did well, Stephanie. I mean, yeah, I'm glad you did well, Stephanie. I'm glad that I was able to help you in some way. Okay, so let's see what else. So I did the revealing the truth reading. Oh, wow, there were more cards from that deck, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. How much time do I have? 32 minutes. Okay, so if you want me to read your question, you had to send a super chat, okay? Okay. Let's see. Celebration for the collective. It's funny because people are celebrating today. Hobby. One more. I don't know, some of you are artists or something or creative. There's going to be something good happening for you. It could be something that you like doing. It could be an artist, a painter, a sculptor, a writer, a creative of any sort. There's going to be something happening that you're going to be very like happy about. You're going to be wanting to celebrate. Maybe some sort of victory, some sort of offer that may be coming in, accomplishment. You know, especially if you're like an artist, to be have your work displayed at an art gallery, that's a big accomplishment, right? But just having your works being recognized and seen, some of you could be winning some sort of competition, like an art competition or art contest, a paint, something like some sort of contest where, yeah, because this is just from these two cards, celebration and hobby. You're going to see some sort of victory when it comes to something. And the fact that it's that's separate energy, but it could be somebody that's a hater coming in. But the way that cup looks, it looks so big. So some of you might like it, you might win big. Like it could be like you win the grand prize, or it could be like you win first place. I like that. Now we got the hater card coming out. I want to know what that is about. Hater. Ooh. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Oh my God, I gotta show this. This is like a repeat of a reading I did yesterday because I felt like yesterday there was somebody that I was gonna get a promotion, some sort of recognition, and they beat out a masculine energy, and the masculine energy is hating on them, you know? And the reading I did yesterday was the person was possibly trying to spread rumors or gossip about the person, possibly the feminine energy, winning the prize because, or winning the position or promotion or new job or whatever because she was having an affair. That's a weird ass reading I got yesterday. And I don't look for stuff like that. I don't even think about stuff like that. I mean, like I make jokes like that with friends, you know, but for that to come on a reading, but I feel like this is the same energy. Like somebody's feeling good, somebody's feeling liberated. It may be coming from this same thing if you think about it. You know, with the contest, somebody winning a contest, getting their work recognized, celebration, maybe going out to celebrate with friends, family. But it has to do with some sort of artistic project. I don't know, like if you're in marketing or advertisement or anything like that. I don't know if anybody will have time to be watching my video or this live stream. But it's like somebody feels good, they feel liberated, they feel like they're on top of the world, like they feel like they're flying, like they're on cloud 9. But then there's like somebody who's like hating, watching, hating this negative energy. You know, and the reason why I'm bringing up the reading I did yesterday is because the masculine energy card came out, you know, so I want to see what that's about. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, so I'm only taking super chat questions. So if you want a question answered, you have to give me you have to send a super chat. Okay, so please read the pinned comment. Okay, celebration. Yeah, like some of you may not even know that this is going to happen. It may happen unexpectedly. But this could be the hater energy, like being sad that they didn't get the offer, that they didn't get the. Maybe it's someone who's sad because they got second prize and you got the first prize or something. But it's like, sometimes I don't know how people do this. I can't imagine joining a contest or participating in a contest or something and then forgetting about it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I find out I win. That's happened with by mistake when I played for the Super Bowl. I did a little Super Bowl pool. So maybe that happens. Some of you forget about it. You go on with your life and then you've received this news that you're not aware, you're like detached from whatever it is, and then this offer may come to you, this cup, if you see it. That's what I'm getting. Like it's coming up. With the Page of Pentacles. I don't know if this prize also comes with money. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart because I see the Page of Pentacles, which is Earth sign, but also Virgo came out with the Hermit. And I think for some of you, this probably something that you participated in, like maybe 9 weeks ago. Something from 9 weeks ago is coming to my mind. Celebration. You're gonna know who this hater is because if there is like a celebration, like the person is gonna be like in a corner, like this, like with that face, that face that people have when they lose. Yeah. Hopefully this person doesn't act out aggressively because I feel like you're like minding your business. You stay to yourself. If this is your reading, you may be staying to yourself and then you get this offer, you get this prize and it's probably tied to money. It could even be like you win a promotion, like think about it. If it's competitive, the best person usually gets a promotion, especially if, sorry, I'm not answering any questions. If you want a question answer, you have to send a super chat. I have that in the pinned comment. Okay. So the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. So some of you, you stay to yourself, you do what you have to do when it comes to your hobby, whatever your work is. If you're a creator, an illustrator, a sketch artist, you do sketches. When I think of sketch artist, I'm thinking about like the police now. Hopefully it's nothing like that. But you're getting some sort of prize, some sort of recognition, and it may be tied to money, and it could be with work, But hopefully this hater person doesn't come out of nowhere being aggressive, acting aggressively, communicating aggressively towards you because of this good. I was going to say good fortune, and then look, the Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom because of this win that you're experiencing. That's going to make you feel real good, with the King of Cups. But I want to know more. Who is this hater? Oh my gosh. Who is this hater energy? This Ace of Pentacles came out in reverse. It's someone that you know, because it has to be somebody that you know, somebody that you may work with. So I keep getting like the work. Somebody that you probably, hopefully it's not like somebody that you used to be friends with. Well, 2 cards fell. With the 4 swords. And the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody that you possibly work with. You may have worked with them. That you I don't know if you had some sort of falling out, into a relationship. I don't know if you were like, you had an intimate relationship, but I'm not getting love here. I just feel like this is somebody, Yeah, it's definitely somebody that didn't get something. They didn't get the offer, they didn't get the new beginning. For some of you, this person may have gotten fired. If this is some past stuff that happened, I don't know if this person, like, if this sounds familiar to you, if this is something that you experienced in the past, this person maybe still lingering, and you may not have seen them, and they may come out of nowhere. Sometimes people, like, they sit and stew, but then whatever anger it rises up, and then they come out of nowhere, and they may come out of nowhere and try to start an argument with you, and just act aggressively towards you. But I feel like this is somebody that may have been terminated. Like yesterday when I was doing the reading, I said somebody, like some jobs, they're seasonal. And if they're seasonal, they choose who they want to hire permanently, like who they want to give a more like a regular position to, like whether it's part-time or full-time. So I don't know if somebody, they did not do well. Possibly you weren't, like, you have a type of job where there's probation and somebody did well and somebody else didn't do well, then they ended up being terminated, not getting the offer. And that probably was a source of, that's where the ending is coming from. But it's looking like it's somebody that you probably have not heard from, who has gone silent, that you haven't probably seen or heard from for maybe like earlier I said 9 weeks. I don't know what 9 weeks means anything to anybody, but it could be somebody you haven't heard from for like 4 weeks, maybe 4 months, if this is a past situation. That I don't know, I would say watch out for that, beware of that. If somebody, because it's like whatever you experienced, it's like you earned it. You didn't do anything to try to win it or get it. It's just you put in the work. You put in the work, you put in the time, you put in the effort. Maybe somebody was slacking, like I mentioned yesterday, and they didn't do what their due diligence, and that's where they ended up missing the mark. Because if you look at this, when you go through a probation, you have to at least fulfill the minimum requirements for the job for them to give you permanency. If you can't do that, then why the hell would they offer you a full-time position? Why would they give that? Why would they commit to you if you showed a lack of commitment to the company? It makes sense, right? So you see here, the Eight of Pentacles, there's somebody who's working hard, very focused, very dedicated. Same thing with this energy. But for some of you, you may be working in a creative field where, it may be accounts. Somebody, you could get an account. You could be offered an account if it's marketing or advertisement or anything like that. It could be that. But okay, so yeah, with the freedom, it's like, yeah, you're on cloud nine, and I mentioned cloud nine with the freedom card. You're feeling good about this win, this victory, and you're seeing good things happening because you're doing good things. You're putting good things out there. And the masculine energy is also the energy that does take action. So it doesn't have to be a masculine energy. That could be the spiteful person. But it could be, because that was something I picked up on yesterday, so I'm going to end that reading there. All right. So if anybody wants a question answered, you have to send a super chat. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Hi. I saw somebody. Hi, Shapeshifter. How are you? Hi, Bianca. I'm going to say hi to everybody, but just so you know, I'm not answering questions, okay? You have to send a super chat, okay? Because today's not a free reading day. Okay, I'm not answering any questions. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Now, I want to go into love since I still have some time. So I already did 3 general collective readings, so feel free to scroll back to the beginning of the live stream to see if there's any messages that you need to know, okay? So right now I'm going into a general love reading for the collective. So this reading is for everybody. I'm doing good, thank you. Shapeshifter. So let's see, what does the collective need to know? Okay, so everyone, please make sure to read the pinned comments. Okay, let's see. Nice, 1212. Ooh, obscurity, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. Okay, somebody's hiding something, which kind of makes sense because of the moon. The moon does signify secrets, hidden fears, hidden feelings, hidden motives. Ooh, I'm going to take that, I guess. We got twin flame, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. And then we have elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Okay. Kind of goes with the obscurity card, too. Rejecting, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. And releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. My face says a lot. Well, hi Bruno, how are you? Bruno from Italia, lo creo. Soldi means money. Hi Teddy, how are you? Okay, so we got obscurity, twin flames, elusive, rejection, and releasing. I shuffled that deck, but underneath is shallow. You know, sometimes I know they say in twin flame connections that, oh, this person's my person, we're gonna be together, we're soulmates, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's great, right? But the thing is, sometimes people don't want to be with their twin flame. Virgito, oh my gosh. Oh my God, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna do this reading and I'll do that for you. Thank you so much. Please don't I only want people who can give to give. All right. If you're not able to, then I won't be able to answer your question, but I don't want anybody to feel obligated. You know what I mean? I want you to give. And thank you, Vivisita. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to do a general for you. Okay. No, I don't speak Spanish. I only speak English. Okay, so yeah, I feel like some of you, I mean, there could be a question. There could be, you may be wondering if someone you're dealing with could be a twin flame dynamic, but I could read a twin flames card as also soulmates, someone that you feel like is your perfect match, that you have a lot of things in common, you share a lot of experiences, but twin flames, they usually have that dynamic where there's a push-pull, the runner-chaser, as they say, but it's more like somebody needs to heal more before they could really commit to a relationship. From my understanding, I'm not a twin flames expert because I really don't care about twin flames. I'm going to be honest, I have my own theory. I think we're our own twin flame. I think that we're taught to constantly look outside ourselves for the answer. However, the answer is always within us. So within us, we have the feminine and masculine energy. I feel like we're searching for ourselves. And that once we become united with ourselves and we bring harmony and balance within ourselves, this is what makes us healthy. And this is when we meet other people who have done the same type of work. That's how we match up with people. I don't think I'm missing another half of me, you know? So I feel like some of us are always constantly chasing after things that are outside of us rather than always looking within, you know? But with the twin flames, I feel like some of you may be questioning, some of you may be in a no contact situation with a twin flame. Somebody may be trying to present themselves as a twin flame to you, but you're like, that's something you need to look out for. But there seems to be some sort of rejection. With twin flames dynamic, you know, like they say, it's the runner-chaser dynamic. If that's the case, some of you may have caused rejection, made somebody feel like they were being rejected, or you may have felt rejected. Some of you probably have reached your breaking point where you're now considering whether or not you want to continue holding on to the connection. Because with the letting go card coming in, releasing, some of you may have reached that point where you may be rejecting the idea. I know I don't really reject the idea. I just have my own theory. That's all. But some of you Maybe you felt like this person was dishonest with you. They're always hiding things from you. You may label this person as a twin flame, but they may not be. It's just you're giving them that label, because us humans, we love labeling things. But yeah, there's certain secrets, there's certain things that need to be clarified, that you need to know, certain information that you're still not sure about, that is not clear. The person, whenever you try to talk to them about certain things, they may try to sidestep, they may not give you the right answer, or give you the truthful answer, the honest answer. They may try to be elusive, they may try to be deceptive, or even double talk. But it's like you may be starting to see things for what they are. You're seeing that maybe this isn't as deep as you thought it was, or maybe it's not as deep as you thought it was to them. Like for them, it's not that deep, with the shallow card coming out. So some of you may be at this point where you're conflicted. You may be trying to figure out exactly what to do, but it's, like reject the connection, move on from this person. Should you release them? Some of you may be dealing with a divine feminine, or you may be the divine feminine with the yin and feminine energy coming out. Some of you may have felt like you put yourself in this place where you came off as very clingy, or maybe, or obsessed. Or maybe this is the energy that the person was showing to you, but maybe they were trying to get something out of it. How some people like to sweet talk and try to get their way into your panties or your boxers, so it could be something like that. Yeah, it's something that's for somebody. That's somebody's message. Yeah, you need to definitely take care of yourself, protect yourself. Move away from anything that brings uncertainty, confusion, especially if you feel like that you already know based on the information. You see how everything's not adding up, not making sense. Then you know that it's time for you to move on. Someone was probably putting on a mask, because I saw this card. Someone was bluffing. Some of them, this person may think that you're bluffing if you let them know that you were done with them. They may think that, yeah, you're going to come back, but they're going to learn. If you're serious about moving on from this connection, releasing the connection, they're going to learn very quickly that you're not playing. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Shapeshifter. Okay. So let me do Bebecita's reading. Oh my gosh, Bebecita, you spoil me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay, Bebecita. Let's see. What does Bebecita need to know at this time? What message does Bebecita need to know at this time? I'm going to show you this card just so you can see the Hangman in case it comes out, What does Bebecita need to know at this time for her highest and greatest good? What does Bebecita need to know at this time for her highest? Oh, wow. I'm going to move this damn cloth out the way. It's driving me crazy. Maybe I'll put it like this instead. What does Bebecita need to know at this time for her highest and greatest good? For her highest and greatest good. What does Bebecita need to know at this time for her highest and greatest good? Okay. What does Bebecita need to know for her highest and greatest good? Okay. Wow. Wow. What I'm getting is like you definitely need to learn how to master your emotions. I think once you're able to control your emotions and master them, then you're gonna see some positive changes in your life. Look at you got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, which is Leo energy, because Ten of Cups is like happiness, family, joy. But then the King of Cups coming out, the King of Cups is the master of his emotions. He doesn't let anybody ruffle his feathers. He doesn't let anybody like trigger him in any way. He has a lot of control, he shows emotions when it's appropriate, and he knows when to hold back. He knows not to be reactive. So that may be something that you need to work on, especially when it comes to your personal health, your personal happiness, even the happiness of your household, your family, and it's like, with this change, it's going to bring some sort of resurrection. I don't know, like with the Judgment card, what that is. I don't know. I don't remember your sign, Bebecita. But the ones I'm getting is like water sign energy. Judgment is Scorpio. King of Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. But in the bottom of the deck, you have the Strength card, which is Leo. So it's like, there's certain, like, let me see something. You know, it's like there are things that are meant for you, but you're not ready for it. Like, because, like if you look at the judgment card, they're naked and everything, but look at them, they're gray. So it's like, it feels like something's like meant for you is in pause. It's paused right now. But it's until you make this change where you learn how to master your emotions, that's when everything will it will come to reality, will manifest for you. It will come into color, because with the strength card, once you learn how to tame your anxieties, your fears, your emotions, and you also have to be kind to yourself. Make sure you're not like being, definitely be kind to yourself. You're going to be closing out some sort of cycle, and that's going to allow you to have not only the 10 of cups when it comes to happiness with the family, but you're also going to be seeing some sort of abundance, legacy, something long term for you and your family that's going to benefit you for all. But then it could be involving like a relationship too, or you possibly meeting somebody, because we have two kings here, we have the King of Cups and then we have the King of Pentacles. So there are certain things that you need to like really work out within yourself so that you can, like, you see how this is, if you look at them, you see there's like a man, a woman, and then there's like a little kid right here, right? It looks like little kids. Like there's little kids and a little woman, and you see this. This is like this. You have to make some sort of change to make this a reality. You see, this is in color. But it's like when you learn how to tame your emotions, tame your fears, not let things get to you. Be less reactive, because some people may like that out of you. They may like when you come out your face, Once you get that control, you're going to be ending some sort of cycle, and it's like everything is going to be improving. You're going to see improvement with your finances, your financial stability, the stability and security within your home, even within yourself. How you're probably going to be having a better mindset or perspective, a better outlook, because it's like everything you have. You have like the happy home, the happy family, you're fulfilled, you're feeling safe, you're feeling secure. You feel like and then you might have somebody, or this could be you could be this King of Pentacles, you mastering your emotions is going to possibly open up new opportunities for you that may benefit you financially, but it could also be you meeting somebody who is also stable, loving, caring, that will create this 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles with you, because this is really good. It could possibly be somebody that you marry, but it could also be something that you're even doing for yourself. Like maybe you're going to school, you wanting to go to school, but it's going to bring good stuff for you. But just don't allow yourself to be sabotaged by anybody or by yourself, by your fears, by you not mastering your emotions, okay? By not closing out whatever cycle you need to close out when it comes to that, okay? So I hope that helps you, bebecita. I try to give you as much as I can. Okay, your Scorpio sound good. Okay, yeah, so I'm a Scorpio sun too, with a Leo moon, all right? A Leo moon. Cancer rising, So I hope you like your reading, bebecita. I hope it was worth what you paid for it. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Okay, so my lunch break is about to end, so I'm gonna have to close out this reading, close out the messages, close out this live stream. I thank you so much for being here, for liking, for possibly subscribing, for sending a super chat, allowing me to read for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and maybe I'll see you later on this afternoon. Okay, so take care, everyone. Bye, and thank you again, bebecita. Bye.